I never attempt to make money on the stock market. I buy on the assumption that they could close the market the next day and not reopen it for 5 years. It is a terrible mistake for investors with long-term horizons, among them pension funds, college endowments, and savings-minded individuals, to measure their investment risk by their portfolio's ratio of bonds to stocks. Successful investing takes time, discipline, and patience. No matter how great the talent or effort, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Calling someone who trades actively in the market an investor is like calling someone who repeatedly engages in one-night stands a romantic. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. The business schools reward difficult, complex behavior more than simple behavior. But simple behavior is more effective. There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. You need a temperament that neither derives great pleasure from being with the crowd or against the crowd. Success in investing doesn't correlate with IQ. What you need is the temperament to control the urges that get other people into trouble in investing. What counts for most people in investing versus saving is not how much they know, but rather how realistically they define what they don't know. There is nothing wrong with a know-nothing investor who realizes it. The problem is when you are a know-nothing investor but you think you know something. Forecasts may tell you a great deal about the forecaster. They tell you nothing about the future. Buy a stock the way you would buy a house. Understand and like it such that you be content to own it in the absence of it. It's better to have a partial interest in the Hope Diamond than to own all of a rhinestone. You only have to be able to evaluate companies within your circle of competence. The size of that circle is not very important. Knowing its boundaries, however, is vital. Diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes little sense if you know what you are doing. Most people get interested in stocks when everyone else is. The time to get interested is when no one else is. You can't buy what is popular and do well. The most common cause of low prices is pessimism. Sometimes pervasive, sometimes specific to a company or industry. We want to do business in such an environment, not because we like pessimism but because we like the prices it produces. It's optimism. After 25 years of buying and supervising a great variety of businesses, Charlie Munger and I have not learned how to solve difficult business problems. What we have learned is to avoid them. Speculation is most dangerous when it looks easy.